Good afternoon and welcome to another Hot Jobs with us here at Hire Military. How is everybody? It's the day after Blue Monday, so I hope you're all doing well. And if you had yesterday off, if you had the federal holiday honoured and acknowledged in your workplace, then welcome back to work. I know it's always hard, but it is a short week, so we're going to be okay. If you are new and this is your first time with us today, welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's really lovely to see you. We're really glad that you found us. If you're one of our stalwarts, our OGs, welcome back. It's nice to have you here. You will be familiar with the drill if you've watched us once or twice before, but we're going to mix things up today. Just, new year, new start. We like to keep it fresh. So we have a whole host of information to share with you today. But as we start our introductions, why don't you share who you are, where you're watching from, what the weather's like? Do you have a snow day or not? Hey, Mike, first timer. What's going on where you are? Where are you right now? And if you have any specific questions for us, we would love to hear them. So be it about the job search, about the resume, about the interview, about salary negotiation, about skill bridge, you name it, we should be able to answer it. So just a quick rundown of what Hot Jobs is about. We spend 30 minutes with you on a weekly basis, just really to showcase and demonstrate, share with you our newest opportunities. So we start with the direct hire or permanent jobs, and then we go into the skill bridge internship opportunities. And we open up some dialogue at the end if you have any questions for us, or if there's anything that Amber, Kate, or I would like to cover off. As we're going along here, hey, Robert in New York, how's that right now? Therese in Oklahoma City, lovely to have you here. Raymond, Mike, Amber. Oh my gosh, so many people. Lots of snow in Clarksville, Tennessee. You don't get that very often, do you? I am going to hand over to the other two lovely people here on this presentation today to start the introductions, and then we will go into this. So Kate, over to you.
Sure. Hey, Lucy. Hey, everybody. So great to see so many first timers and the weather. Gosh, yes, snow all across the U.S. It's wild. But my name is Kate Wood. I am the recruiting manager here at Hire Military. Army veteran, was active duty for just about 6 years and then transitioned over to the spouse side of things. My husband's still on active duty, and we are actually stationed overseas in Panama, where we unfortunately don't have any snow, and it's probably 92 right now. So really excited to be with all of you here today. It's so great to see so many people. Keep introducing yourself in the chats. It's always fun for us to kind of get some interaction that way as well. But I'll pass it over to Amber for her introduction.
Good afternoon. My name's Amber. I am tuning in from San Antonio, so it's a little chilly here today. I really love seeing that people have some cold weather. I also love the 65 in California. That's fantastic. This afternoon, I'm going to be sharing a couple direct hire positions for those that are looking for employment in the very near future. We are very happy to answer any questions that you have. So throw those out. Check out our website if you don't hear something that is of interest this afternoon. And keep on with the comments. I love seeing so many new people and where everybody is tuning in from.
It is amazing seeing where everybody's tuning in from. Look, the UK is in the house. Hey, Robbie, watching from Scotland. It's nice to see you. I'm also really appreciating the fact that everybody's having snow days. Everybody's saying it's frigid. And right here in the interior of Alaska, which is where I am, it's 14 degrees. And my friends have all been saying how warm it is. We do have snow showers right now. I'm just watching those as the sunrise. So good morning from the interior of Alaska. I'm Lucy Robinson. I'm the Senior Director here at Hire Military. My husband is active duty Air Force, and we are coming up to the end of our second. So we're going on to the third year. I think we arrived here in 21. So yeah, we're nearly at the end of the third year, actually, here in Alaska. So we are stationed at Eielson Air Force Base. If you're familiar with Fort Wainwright, if you are Army, that's the cool location in town. As isolated and remote as this part of Alaska is, but we are 40 minutes south of there. So definitely a different world here in Alaska, but it is amazing to see everybody here right now, see you guys today. So just a few pieces of housekeeping before I hand over to the team to talk about the permanent roles. So we are here for the whole of the military community. Our direct hire or permanent jobs are open to anybody who is affiliated with the military in any way, shape, or form. So I got asked today if we support military contractors. Yes, we do. We really want to support everybody. So if you're a transitioning service member, a spouse, a veteran, a dependent, if your life has been touched by the military, we want to be able to support you and serve you. When it comes to the SkillBridge internships, if you are familiar with that program, you will know who is eligible. But if you are not, we will talk about that a little bit further along down the line. But SkillBridge internships are eligible to those who are within their last 6 months of active duty. But we'll give you a few more details in a second. Up here, you see hiremilitary.us. This is our website. On that website is everything that we will talk about today and so much more. So as we talk about the roles, we generally highlight the newest ones or the greatest ones, but we have so many others on there. We have all of our direct hire or permanent positions there. We have all of our SkillBridge internships. And again, if you don't see something that really piques your interest or suits your career skill set, do register with us in our database. And we have 2 talent pools for that. One for those who are seeking SkillBridge and one for those who are seeking permanent roles, because we want to be able to reach out to you if a role comes up and you would be great for it, or your experience really demonstrates a good suitability for it. But equally because we send out emails on a regular basis, normally bi-weekly, just with the newest roles, but also new information that we have that we're looking to share. So it's a way of us being able to keep in touch with you. In addition, if you are looking for resources, if you're not sure how to get things going, if you want to see what else we are able to offer, please take a look at hiremilitary.us, but go to the tabs across the top and look for job seeker resources. There you will find articles like how to target your resume, how to negotiate your salary, how to deliver well at interview, as well as other pieces, for example, like an open letter to your commander about SkillBridge or the CSP internship. Or if you're a military spouse, how to articulate volunteer experience in a way that really satisfies a good application, a good resume. So definitely take a look at those. And the reason that we have created that collateral, and just for situational awareness, if you are not sure of the difference, is we are recruiters. You come to us when you are career ready or combat ready. If you are looking for career counseling or support or help or a way to navigate what you are looking for, you really need to start the process one stage behind us. And that would be to work with a nonprofit like Hiring Our Heroes or Hire Heroes USA or Vet Jobs, because they really can get you to the point in which we can engage with you. If we don't have a role on our website that is of interest to you, we really can't help until we do. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but that is just a piece of information. One other thing that I wanted to share with you today is Mike Quinn, our CEO. You may be familiar with him, you may not, but he works with the USO transitions team on a monthly basis. And this month, it is Thursday, the 18th of January. So that is in 2 days' time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. He is delivering his monthly webinar, which is all about mastering LinkedIn and building your own personal brand. So if you are here on this platform, but you're not quite sure how to use it, how to manipulate it, how to really work your way around it for the intent that it was, or for the reason that it was intended originally, which is networking, he gives a really good 2-hour class about how to go from A through to Z here. If you wanted to go to that, the link to it is in our event for this, but also you can go to the USO Transitions Team website and you will be able to find it. But I think that's enough for me right now. I am going to hand over to Kate. And as Kate and Amber share their roles today, something I really wanted to draw your attention to as well is if you hear about a role that you are interested in, please do put the title of the position rather than just interested, because we have a couple of recruiters in the background who come after the event and they drop the URL to those roles. We can't do it in real time because LinkedIn doesn't like it and they delete our comments as soon as we throw those in. So that's just a piece of housekeeping there. But from there, Kate, I am going to hand over to you to share the permanent roles today.
I'm actually going to jump.
Oh, it's Amber. I'm sorry. As I said that, I knew I was getting
No worries. No worries. It's okay. I'm going to be sharing direct hire opportunities this afternoon. If you hear of any position that we talk about this afternoon that you have an interest in, you'd like to hear a little bit more, you can always check out our website. You can drop the job title in the chat as well, and I will go back afterwards and share a direct link to the job description. But you can find all of our positions at hiremilitary.us. So the roles that I'm going to be speaking about this afternoon are specifically direct hire, meaning somebody could apply and be accepted, accept this position within a couple weeks, taking into consideration interview process and all of those good things. So I will jump right in with the first role is a lab technician. This position is in Cedar Park, so a fantastic area just outside of Austin. Our client for the lab technician is a veteran-owned small business and an industry leader. They provide modular space solutions, mobile offices, modular buildings, that sort of thing. And you will be working very closely in this lab technician with a formulations chemist, as well as the other chemist staff, to really perform routine lab technician duties, right? You think collecting test results, coordination between the rest of the team, small lab experiments, that sort of thing. Also working to strict health and safety regulations there on site in their lab. They're looking for somebody that has about a year of experience working in a scientific lab around chemicals. So that's a lab technician. It's located in Cedar Park, Texas. Beautiful, beautiful area. They've got a nice new facility also. The next role that I'll be talking about this afternoon is a production supervisor. And this position is in Kansas, Salina, Kansas. It's working with a national multi-billion-dollar company, and they manufacture and market quality foods through home delivery, retail, grocery, and food service channels there in the Salina area. So in this production supervisor position, you'll be directing the overall production, the packaging, and bakery to ensure company and USDA requirements are met. So you'll be working closely with the USDA rep as well to ensure food safety standards are met. You'll be supervising, training, and developing the employees on the team. Requirements for this production supervisor are 4 or 5 years of food industry manufacturing or an equivalent education and experience combined. They do want somebody that has at least 2 years of supervisory experience, and they prefer a bachelor's degree. So if the production supervisor in Salina is of interest to you, drop it in the chat and I'll share the direct job title, or the job description rather, right after this. I have one more to share this afternoon. It's a munitions audit senior manager. This role is hybrid in the DC Metro. So we have a senior manager role, and this is going to be supporting a long-term contract that's working with one of the big 4 accounting firms. You could think Deloitte, KPMG, EY, that sort of thing. This role is on an ongoing fixed-term contract supporting the U.S. Army on internal auditing projects. You can expect to be leading and guiding both teams and clients in the internal audits to accomplish overall objectives and strategies on their team. This does require an interim or secret clearance alongside a degree specifically in accounting, in finance, IT, or business management, as well as 6 years of experience. So the compensation for this role is between $120 and $135 on an annual basis. So that's a munitions audit senior manager. It's hybrid out of the DC area. Again, if you have any interest, drop the job titles in the chat. If you didn't hear of something, check out our website, because we do list all of the job descriptions include salary, so you'll be able to kind of see what we're recruiting for and apply with a tailored resume if something is of interest. So that's going to wrap up the direct hire roles that I have to share this afternoon. I will stop there, and I'm going to hand it your way, Kate, for SkillBridge.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Amber. Again, those roles are available to all military affiliated members, transitioning service members, veterans, and military spouses, or those, like Lucy mentioned, anyone that touches the military. We're more than happy to see your application for one of our positions. So I'm going to go now into our DoD SkillBridge or Career Skills Program opportunities. Like Lucy mentioned, there are some parameters that kind of get the certain types of service members that are available for these programs. So I'm going to share just a few pieces off the top about the DoD SkillBridge program. So Hire Military, we are a DoD approved SkillBridge provider, or Army Career Skills Program as they call it in the Army. And we partner with companies across the nation to facilitate their SkillBridge internships. The DoD Skill Bridge program, the Army Career Skills program, is available for eligible transitioning service members during their last 6 months of their time in service. And that timeline, or your windows, as we like to call it, is calculated from your ETS or your EAS. The internships are based on your availability within your last 180 days or your last 6 months of time in service. But we typically see that SkillBridge interns or transitioning service members have an average of about 90 to 120 days during their SkillBridge internship. As we all know, the individual branches of the military do dictate some of those parameters in terms of how many days different services are allowed to complete the internship, as well as how many days of approval you typically see for different ranks within the military as well. So in reference to the DoD Skill Bridge program or the Career Skills program, we partner with companies, like I mentioned, that specifically have opportunities that they are wanting to have someone in an internship for. We really endeavor to have a high probability of full-time offer upon successful completion of the program. And when we say successful completion, it really is dependent on your performance as a transitioning service member during your internship. And like the main purpose of the this program is for the SkillBridge intern to get a taste of what a career might be like in a corporate or private sector role outside of the military. So it's an opportunity for you as a transitioning service member to get a feel for that organization, as well as the organization to get an understanding if you're the right fit for their positions as well. So for the DoD SkillBridge Internship Career Skills Program, we recommend to talk to your command, talk to your leadership early. Typically start those conversations about a year out from when you're transitioning, and then really start searching and applying for roles around the 6 to 9 month mark from when you are ETSing to hopefully align with that window that you have available for your DoD SkillBridge internship. So that's just a little bit more about the program, about who is eligible for these DoD SkillBridge internships that we're going to share today. If you have further questions or specific questions on the DoD SkillBridge program, please just paste those in the chat. We'll try to answer any questions you might have, as we go here. If we can't answer them today, we'll surely come back and respond via the comments as well. So I'm going to get into it. We just have 3 roles to share today. But we do have 30 plus current vacancies open on our website, hiremilitary.us, where you can view all of our opportunities as well as full position descriptions and where to apply as well for these roles. So from the top, I'm just going to mention the first role or roles that we have today. We are partnered with a great company. They are looking for aircraft mechanics in multiple locations nationwide. So we have roles available in Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida, Oklahoma City, and San Antonio, Texas as well. And we're adding new locations. We hope to be adding some new locations in the near future as well. So this partner is a multi-technical aviation company. They specialize in aircraft and engine inspection, audit, aeronautical engineering, and are a leading provider of aviation maintenance employment for their clients nationwide. So in these positions at the multiple locations, they're looking for people that have either A&P license and military experience with a minimum of 6 months of experience, or you can have completed the VT-MAE Airman Trainee Program, or have at least 3 years of commercial or military aircraft mechanic experience without an A&P license. And we also have one of the locations, the Mobile, Alabama location, we are currently in the process of creating a program where they're going to be accepting people with very, very minimal experience in this field. So if you are someone in the aircraft mechanic field, if that's something you've done in the military and you're looking to do that on the outside as well, these are really great opportunities that span really a wide variety of experience to have you become a certified A&P mechanic and outside of the military as well. So they're really looking for experience on certain aircraft types, but we've also seen some experience accepted outside of those as well. And we have those listed on the full position description. So please go take a look and see if this role is a fit for you. Again, fantastic locations: Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida, Oklahoma City, and San Antonio, Texas, for the aircraft mechanic SkillBridge internship. So if that role sounds like interest to you, you want to hear more, you can just type aircraft mechanic into the chat and we'll get the full information to you following the call today. The next position we have is in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is a maintenance manager position. This is with a partner of ours, Masonite. If you've been on a Hot Jobs broadcast in the past, you'll probably see our client partner in the chats, Jake at Masonite. They've been a partner with ours for almost 3 years now. And we are really happy to report that 100% of our SkillBridge interns that have successfully completed their internships have received job offers following their internship as well. So not only is it a great SkillBridge opportunity, but it really is a meaningful bridge to full-time employment following the internship as well. So for this maintenance manager position, this role, you will be responsible for eliminating all causes of failure and ensuring full useful life of equipment in coordination with daily maintenance activities. You'll assess production schedules and resolve issues as well. For this position, they're looking for someone with 3 years leadership experience in a team-based environment. They'd also need a high school diploma or GED required, or a bachelor's degree in engineering is preferred with 5 years of experience in the general field as well. They want someone with a strong understanding of HVAC, compressed air systems, plumbing, and electrical and structural systems as well. And if you have Lean Six Sigma, that's a huge plus for this position as well. So again, fantastic client, very committed to the full-time permanent opportunities following the internships, and really supportive and understanding of the DoD SkillBridge program and what it provides to our service members. And that is a maintenance manager in Charlotte, North Carolina. The last positions I want to share today are with a partner, Texas Instruments. If you've been on the Hot Jobs or around Higher Military, following us on social media, you've definitely seen us share these opportunities over the last year as we've been able to launch a successful SkillBridge program with Texas Instruments, who is much more than calculators, let me assure you. They are one of the leading producers of semiconductors globally, and they have opportunities to join their facilities at both the Dallas, Texas location, as well as their facility in Lehi, Utah as well. They have 2 different positions available, an equipment technician and a facilities technician at both locations. And these roles absolutely have a very high probability of successful conversion to full-time employment following the internships as well. So just a little bit about each of the positions. For the equipment technicians, we're looking for someone with at least 3 to 8 years, at least 3 years or no more than 8 years of electrical and mechanical experience. This can be professional, or if you're someone personally that loves tinkering with automobiles or taking things apart and putting them back together and are mechanically minded, that's also types of experience that they will take for these positions, for the equipment technician positions. And then for the facilities technician positions, we're looking for people with experience in facilities projects and facilities sustainment as well. Like I mentioned, we have multiple positions available. These positions do run on a cohort basis. So we have openings in the Lehi, Utah for equipment technician on the 25th of March, as well as the 20th of October for start dates. And then in terms of the Dallas, Texas location, we have equipment and facilities technicians in the Dallas, Texas location on the 26th of August for a start date as well. So this is one of the few SkillBridge internship that runs on a cohort where we have specific start dates. Most all of our other internships are very flexible and fluid in relation to your timeline as a transitioning service member, and we can be really flexible in aligning your timeline with our clients' needs. Those are the SkillBridge internships that I wanted to share today. Again, we had the aircraft mechanics, nationwide opportunities there, a maintenance manager in Charlotte, North Carolina, as well as the equipment and facilities technicians in Dallas, Texas, and Lehi, Utah. So again, you can just type the title into the chat and I can share direct links after this, or you can go to highermilitary.us as well to list and see the full position descriptions as well as where to apply. I know I've talked for a long time, but I just want to mention one more thing in relation to transitioning service members that are looking for DoD SkillBridge internships or Army Career Skills Program internships. If you find an organization that is not DoD approved, but they are open to hosting you as an intern in their company, we are really happy to come alongside and partner with them to be able to facilitate your internship. So if that's something that you're exploring finding a company that might not be DoD approved, we're really happy to come alongside you and provide more information on how we can partner with them to facilitate your internship as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can just type SkillBridge internship into the chat and I can provide more information to you on that process as well. So that's been a lot for me. If there's any questions on the SkillBridge internships, feel free to ask them in the chat and we can connect. But Lucy, I'll hand it back over to you.
Thanks, Kate. I really appreciate that. And also thank you to my husband who's watching this and who stopped maintenance. If you live on base or on an installation, you will understand maintenance were on their way here, and I just don't think I could handle two things at once. So I had to rushly text him and say, no, stop them. I can't do that right now. So thanks. I appreciate that. I've got a couple of other opportunities that I wanted to share with you just before we go into a couple of the questions that we have at the end of this. So with regard to those who are cool eligible, we work with a company called Skillstorm. We talk about them every week. They are a phenomenal IT training program company. Couldn't recommend them more highly. And they are seeking transitioning service members, but this is pre-SkillBridge or CSP internship eligible. This is for a full-time immersive tech training program through Cool Funding. So these are 16-week programs that equip you with the skills needed for a successful career in cloud, cybersecurity, or Java. They also have a project management course as well that they are just starting up. The courses start every 2 weeks, and this organization is wholeheartedly dedicated to supporting our veterans and more transitioning service members, veterans, and also the military spouses. They have a program whereby if a service member signs up for one of their courses, their spouse gets the offer of one of their courses for free. All of the detail of that is on our website. But if you are considering a pivot, or if you are considering a career in the IT or cyber realm post-active duty, and you haven't got all of your certifications, those are 100% key for a role outside of the military. So definitely do take a look at this as a conduit to getting those. In addition, we work with a company called Acuity International. They are US based, but primarily their roles are downrange. So they are looking for contractors to go back down to Iraq or Somalia to fulfill various positions, but across primarily security, intel analysis, and medical technology. So if that floats your boat and you think, oh, that could be interesting, another year downrange, make that money, definitely put Acuity, that's ACUITY, in the comments here, or you can go straight to hiremilitary.us, and that is posted on our direct hire, our permanent jobs page. But they are an awesome company that we highly recommend as well. We've got 4 people who have been taken from these lives and are in the process of working with them right now. And finally, my favorite is veteran service brands. If you are thinking post-active duty, you know what, I'd like to be an entrepreneur. I really would like to set up on my own, but A, you don't know how to do it. B, you don't know where to do it. C, you don't know even, what to do to get started. Veteran service brands may have a solution for you. Their founder, Jack Child, who has become a great friend of Hire Military's, set up the company. And it is purely veteran focused. Everybody who owns a franchise there is a veteran. So it is 100% a home away from home in terms of everything, the type of person that you would be working with, the experience, the know-how, the support, the training. And he has 4 brands that he works with. I will list them out very quickly, but one is GeForce Parking Lot Striping. I bet you didn't even think about that. Parking lots need to be striped all the time. That is an awesome brand there. They have Field Ops Athletic Field Marking. Mac One, which is epoxy floors. So laying those epoxy floors in garages and commercial installations. And finally, Paint Core, which is a residential and commercial paint company. So they are all turnkey opportunities with, like I said, all the initial and continuing support and the gear and the wraparounds and the marketing, everything that they need, that you need even, they can provide. So if that is of interest in just hearing a little bit more information, put VSB or Veteran Service Brands in the comments here. And from us today, that is about it. We do have a couple of questions, so I will get over to those. We've got a minute or two. Christopher asked, what is the Mastering LinkedIn webinar again? It is Mastering LinkedIn. The event URL is on this event here on LinkedIn, or you can go to the USO Transitions website, look for their events, and it probably will be the first one that pops up because it is on Thursday. So that's Thursday the 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Kate, how about you take this one? Are there any SkillBridge internship opportunities in Vegas or remote at the moment?
So you can, again, view all of our current opportunities at hiremilitary.us. We don't have any currently on site in Las Vegas, but If you are on site, Nellis is hosting a SkillBridge Fair next week, the 23rd of January. So definitely connect with the TAP or the education office there at Nellis. They're hosting their SkillBridge Fair next week, and we do have a higher military representative that will be on site there. So Annette, you can DM me too, and I can send you more information on that as well.
Wonderful. Excuse me. And one last question. Kate, I'll pass this one back over to you again. Eric asked, is there anything in Utah right now?
We do. We have a SkillBridge internship on site in Lehi, Utah with Texas Instruments. So Eric, if you're SkillBridge eligible and interested in that opportunity, feel free to send me a DM or comment, and I'll share more information.
Amber and Kate, it is always a pleasure to spend this 30 minutes with you. Thank you so much for your time. Everybody in the comments, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good, valuable information from this today. We definitely have loved having you in the chats and being able to see who's with us, what you're up to, where you're at right now, and how you're coping with the weather. It just leaves us to say good afternoon. We hope you have a wonderful week. And as always, we will be back at 2 p.m. Eastern time next Tuesday. Take care. Bye-bye.